Are you telling me or chastising me for using a privileged motion? Is you fussing me out for using a privileged motion? Is that what you call yourself doing? What did you just say? What did you say? You're not going to allow me to do what? I mean, you laughing. I'm trying to hear what you're saying.
Okay, I think that you can hear me just fine, but for the record, I said I will not allow you to gaslight this community.
Gaslight?
Yes, sir. I suggest you look it up. We will continue with this appeal.
We'll deal with this after the appeal. Watch yourself.
As a reminder on the appeal.
Because I can use adjectives.
Excuse me, Mr. Mays, you are out of order.
When you dog me.
Guys, I am live down here at the Juneteenth celebration in Little Rock with City Councilman Eric Mays, all the way from Flint, Michigan. What's up, Landon? I got your man here.
Hey,
What's up?
Look, I'm glad to be on her YouTube channel. And nobody playing. Look, they treat me nice in Little Rock. I should leave and come to this city council.
Yeah, come on, rip off.
If I ain't registered to vote in Little Rock, they'll probably call a point of order on me.
Point of order, sir. You out of order.
Hey, y'all better keep watching her. You call me when I get back to Flint. We'll do a long distance podcast.
Yes, sir. Y'all hear that? I'm calling. I'm calling your office, okay?
It's going down.
Philly Phil will be calling.
Philly Phil in the house.
I'll end by saying this. When they expelled us, they had no idea that this was going to happen. They just thought that they would go about as they do and as they always do, that they would abuse their power and there would be no resistance, that they would do something unconstitutional and we would just have to wait to seek accountability. When we say to that there comes a time where time itself is ready for a change, and that time has come to Nashville. That time has come to Tennessee. Speaker Cameron Sexton, you can either move on over or we'll move on over you, because we're moving on. And so, friends, Nashville and Tennessee, we hope you join us in the People's House, because no matter what happens here today, we have a speaker who may not respect the results. So we need people to show up in the...
And that's what Gwinnett County is going to say to Miss Patsy. Move over and get out the way. We need somebody new in the building, somebody that will actually prosecute somebody when they commit a murder charge. How y'all doing, everybody? Welcome to Saturday Evening Social Justice with your girl, Philly Phil. Oh, yeah, I'm back. You know, sometimes we fall, but we get up. Thank you, Miss Jackie, for calling me and reining me back in. Okay, girl? Because you know I ain't perfect, honey. Never claim to be. Hey, Mariah, how you doing? Sacramento is in the building. Kizzy is in the building. Thank you, Kizzy. Hello, how you doing? CC is in the building. Tamanisha, hey, Tam, how you doing? Justice for Carlether Foley. You better know it. That is Carlether's cousin, and she's going to continue to fight for justice. Welcome to Evil Philly Field Talk Show and more. That's right. Welcome to the Social Justice Channel. Hey, Miss Jackie, how you doing? How you doing? Come on in here, everybody. Hey, we're going to do a little social justice. We're going to do about an hour. We ain't going to stay too long. We ain't going to stay too long today. Okay, so as you guys know, the last show we did, we talked about Miss Patsy, the current DA in Gwinnett County. She's running for re-election. That's her email for her election campaign, patsyforda@gmail.com. The committee to re-elect Miss Patsy. So I sent them, I didn't call yet, but I did send her an email. I did. Yes, I did. I sent Patsy an email, honey. I sent her one. I did. I showed it to you guys, but I hadn't had a chance to go over it over here. So let me put my glasses on so I can read this, okay? Good morning. I'm writing this letter on behalf of Justice for Carlether Foley. It is my opinion that Carlether Foley lost her life due to gun violence, and it appears that nobody has been truly held accountable for this loss and tragic situation. The family and friends would simply like to know, per Georgia's law, what is considered to be a reasonable amount of time for Maxwell Williamson to be given a court date. So, Ms. Patsy, as DA of Gwinnett County, we believe that your job consists of making sure those charged are tried within a reasonable amount of time, no matter the outcome of the trial. The re-election campaign that you're engulfed in needs to answer this question for all of your constituents whom she wants to vote for her. That question is, what is a reasonable amount of time? I bet most of those people don't even know about this. Maxwell Williamson has been out on bond for almost 2 years since that tragic night, September 25th, 2021. And he continues to enjoy life with his family while the family of Carlether Foley's life sits in limbo. We, along with the family, understand that justice is sometimes slow, but Georgia law clearly states Mr. Williamson should have been given a trial date by now. Finally, you're asking the citizens of Gwinnett County to once again entrust you with another term as lead DA. The citizens deserve a DA who will no longer advocate for those charged with murder, to have those charges downgraded to lesser offenses, and then given the opportunity to be placed on house arrest, while the deceased families continue to mourn the loss of their loved ones. And I signed it, Justice for Carlether Foley, respectfully, Eatwood Phillyfield Talk Show and more, social justice advocate. That's what I did. That's what I did. Now, we had asked that you guys, write, email or call the her campaign if you wanted to, if you so desired to do so. Let me see, how did I do that? Can I put a picture up here? This was sent by one of her cousins to Patsy, I do believe. And this is Miss Patsy right here, running for re-election. Okay, Patsy Austin Gatson. That's her. Yes, that is her. She had a look. Wait a minute, what did that say? Justice for Carlether Foley, her killer is still free. Her son, mother, and I saw something that she had answered though. Pretty much saying we know. They would, they're gonna get to it. This, that, and the other. Hey, boy, stop capping. Everybody, thank y'all for stopping by and hanging out with me for a minute. Mariah Lynn, thank y'all. We won't be long, like I say. We're just gonna do a little social justice, and then we're gonna be out of here. But again, I don't have the picture of the woman that's running against her. What did I do with it? Oh, did I put one up here? I never did put one of her up here, so I don't have that. I think I did a short video. You guys can go and check that out. And I think I put it on my community tab as well. The lady that's running against Patsy she used to work for Patsy, and now she's running against her. She wants to be the new DA. And from the way she's talking, I believe she would actually, Maxwell would have had a trial by now. Win, lose, he would have had a trial. Everyone deserves a fair trial. We just want him to go to trial. He's just out on a $35,000 bond. I put all of that paperwork up. You know what? Let me just show y'all. Let me show y'all. Look at that for a minute. Let me show y'all real quick. Let me find it. Hold on, guys. Be patient with me. God is not through with me yet. No, he's not. I am a work in progress. I'm trying to do my best. Okay, let me get over here now. Let me share this real quick. Let me share this screen with y'all. Let me share this screen with y'all. He moved that out the way. Okay. Hopefully y'all can see that. PPU doing that. Yeah, I'm going to talk about that Kizzy sent me some information on it. Yep, that's up next. Look at Boy Stop Capping TV. Boy Stop Capping TV doing his thing over there. You showed them a thing or two. That's how you do it. I mean, you got it going on over there. Let me see. Okay, here it is. So I put up right here, you see Maxwell. I know it's small. That was his affidavit, you know. It was showing that, oh, I had more pictures in here. They're all in here together. Here it is. That's when he was arrested. Denied. First, he was denied danger to a person or community, but he did get out on a $35,000 bond. We look at the next picture. There it is. $35,000. You see it? October 13th. There it is. $35,000. There it is, right there. I gathered all I could gather. Hey, Miss Lorraine. There it is. And then defendant shall not possess a firearm. Well, it's a little too late to tell him that. He didn't need to be a special conditions bond. He didn't need to be possession of firearm, cleaning it in his bedroom in the middle of the night, and then getting up and going to work like nothing happened. So that is all. That's the latest we have, guys. Miss Jackie keeps me updated whenever she, gets anything. She shares it with me, and I share it with you guys once she gives me the okay to do so. Please call Miss Patty's office, y'all. Call that number and just ask her, when will Maxwell go to court? That's all we want to know. We just want him to have his day in court. That's all we want to know. Okay, and again, and if you don't know who Maxwell is, let me refresh your memory. Let me refresh your memory. That's him right there. That's Carlether. I've done many videos. We went through her, her TikTok and Facebook and everything. You saw the things she was doing as an aspiring young actress and how she did a lot of her work in her home. That was COVID was rampant. She did a lot of work in her home, her acting, and made videos and skits. And I personally believe, this is just my opinion, isn't that of the families. I believe he heard her doing her skits and he didn't like it. He didn't like it. Now, that's just my opinion. All right. So please give Patsy either email you can use. If you want to use some of the things I said, you're more than welcome. But you can call her office or you can email Justice for Carlether. Just telling you, hey, we're calling on behalf of Justice for Carlether Foley. Okay. And I'm sure the family will appreciate that. All right. Let me stop sharing that. And we're going to go to the next story. So I believe we're going to start with, hold on a second. Hold on, y'all. Okay, y'all. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. All right. Let me find what I was looking for here. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Okay. So we're gonna start with Joy Reid again. Kizzy, thank you for sending me that information on this young lady. If I'm not mistaken, I believe her name. Let me see what this. Let's look here.
In the disappearance of Carlethia Russell has been obtained by local Fox News in Birmingham, Alabama. The full video is 4 minutes long and can be found on their YouTube page. But what can be seen on the video is Carlethia pulling over on I-459 at mile marker 11 in Hoover, Alabama. On the footage, Carlethia can be seen getting out of her car and then going around to the passenger side of the car where she opens the car door. After that, it's hard to make out exactly what happens because the footage is dark and the camera is a distance from where Carlethia's car was parked. But we now know that minutes after Carlethia pulled over to the side of the road, a police officer saw her car and pulled behind it. But by the time he arrived, she was already gone. A witness has come forward and said that they saw a man standing near Carlethia's car shortly before that police officer arrived. There's currently a $30,000 reward for any information about what happened to Carlethia Russell. And if you were on I-459 in Hoover, Alabama on July 13th, around 9:30 p.m., police would like to speak to you. You may have saw something that could help. Let's continue to share Carlee's story until she's found.
Okay, so wow, that happened in Alabama, Hoover, Alabama. Her name is Carlethia, and we are still waiting on justice for Carlether. So we need justice for Carlether Foley and Carlethia Russell. My. What does this say? What does some of this stuff say? And it says the full 4-minute video can be found on WBRC Fox 16. Can somebody find that video and email it to Eat with Philly Phil real quick, please, if you don't mind? It says the full 4-minute video can be found on WBRC Fox 16. If someone can find that link to that video and email it to Eat with Philly Phil, I want to play it for everybody. It says, if a toddler was on the highway, then there should have been footage of someone letting the child out of the car. True. It's amazing that we can get clear pictures of planets and black holes millions of light years away, but we can't get clear pictures from a traffic jam. Oh, and let me drop this link in case anybody, I meant to pin this link. Hold on, let me drop that. There you go. There's the link. Okay, back to Joyce. And this is just what people were saying, but I find that weird. So people are saying that they believe this is trafficking. Is my computer stuck? No, it's not stuck. Okay, that's just something else on her. I thought she might have had more of this. Okay, we're going to move on. I do have a different story. I have another one on this young lady. All right, let me find it. Here it is right here. Okay. And I am going to put this up. Let me do this, y'all. I'm moving a little slow. I made tacos today. Okay. So this here says, an Alabama woman is missing after stopping to help a toddler she saw walking on the interstate, police say. That just sounds too, I don't know. But let's go ahead and listen to this.
I love the fact that HelloFresh always send me something different that I never would have made.
The most amazing recipes delivered right to your door.
Wide variety, pre-portioned ingredients that help make sure you don't waste money on excess food.
HelloFresh gives you all you need to make a really delicious meal right at home.
They have made my life so much easier.
Easy, affordable, really, really good and flavorful.
It tastes so good. Oh my God.
Go to HelloFresh.com/cook16 for 16 free meals plus the first box ships free.
Look at Dang.
I had several people walk up and hug me and tell me We don't know you all, but there's no way we could sit at home with your baby missing. So we just thank God for his goodness and for him placing it on people's hearts to want to come and help find Carlee.
An Alabama woman has mysteriously vanished after calling 911 to report a toddler walking along the freeway. Police say 25-year-old Carlee Nicole Russell told the dispatcher what she saw, then stopped to check on the child. But then she disappeared. Her car, her phone were found at the scene, but no sign of her or the child. And officials also say they haven't received any reports of a missing child. They are now offering a $25,000 reward for information. Russell is 5 feet 4 inches. She was last seen wearing a black t-shirt, black pants, and white Nike shoes.
Okay, well, that wasn't much on that. I thought it would be longer. Let me see if there's anything else we can read. Okay, this is an Alabama woman's gone missing. Let's read this here. Yes, CC. Dame Dash was in that HelloFresh commercial. I remember when he first started. It says the woman's Carlethia, they call her Carlee. She called 911 around 9:34 p.m. If you were in that vicinity around 9:34 p.m. in what was it, Hoover, Alabama, I think. I wonder how far that is from Birmingham and all of that. Local time, according to a Facebook post from the Hoover Police Department. Russell told the dispatcher that she saw a toddler walking on the side of I-459 South. After calling 911, she stopped to check on the child, and a family member who lost contact with her through the line remained open, according to the Facebook post. When officers who were already en route to the initial 911 arrived at the scene, they found Russell's vehicle and some of her belongings, including her phone, but no sign of her or the child. Police have not received any reports or calls for a missing child, according to the Facebook post. That was a setup, y'all. What's going on? When officers who were already en route arrived at the scene, they found Russell's vehicle and some belongings. Okay, police have not received any reports. In a press conference on Friday, police said the case remains open and active, and a reward of $25,000 has been offered. Pretty young lady. Wow. Hoover is really Birmingham. It's only 5 minutes away. Oh, okay. Wow. Carlee Nicole Russell is seen in an image released by Hoover, Alabama Police Department. Russell's mother, Talithia, told CNN that she was working to stay positive during the search for her daughter. We are trusting God. We are staying positive. We are not allowing any negative thoughts to enter our minds, she told WBRC. So all that we are doing is trusting God, believing God that our daughter will be brought home safely. Wow. Russell is 5 feet 4 inches tall and was last seen wearing a black t-shirt and black pants and white Nike shoes, according to the Hoover Police Facebook post. Police urge anyone who may have seen Russell or who has any information about the case to contact the department. Hoover is the 6th largest city in Alabama. It's located around 10 miles out of Birmingham. Okay. Well, so there was a press conference. Why is this still showing? Let me cut that off. My bad, y'all. I got too much going on up here. Too much going on. Let me stop that. Is it still showing? Hold on. I don't need it to still be playing. Okay, let me stop that from playing. I'm trying to find the press conference they did. Okay, I got something. I got some incoming information. Hold on, y'all. Incoming information. Thank you, kids. Let me find it. Let me find what I'm looking for here. Okay. What is this right here? Okay. All right. Thank you, Kizzy. Okay, let me try to present this real quick. Okay. Hopefully you guys can see it. I think you can. Okay. Shout out to production. When production shrinks down to one, but it keeps on pushing. Okay.
A Humana Medicare Advantage plan with dental coverage could give you $500 or more each year to cover your dental bills. That includes cleanings, exams, and more from any dentist in our network. Call us or visit humanamedicaredental.com.
Breaking news out of Hoover, and we have been watching and hoping for the best in this case. Hoover police and volunteers all working nonstop to find missing 25-year-old Carlee Russell.
Carlee has been missing since last night when she was possibly abducted on I-459, and the community continues to hope and pray that she will be found safe.
Carlee's mother saying this is what she was wearing last night before she disappeared, a black Nike shirt and black pants and white tennis shoes. Anjanae Robinson has been covering this story all day. Anjanae, police talking about a possible witness who reported seeing a man standing outside of Carlee's vehicle. Tell us more about this.
Yeah, that's right, Sarah. The Hoover Police Department is calling this a very unique case. As they continue the search, officers tell me that they're working with local, state, and federal agencies, doing everything they can to find Carlee Russell. Now, Lieutenant Lowe with the Hoover Police Department said Carlee got off work around 8:20 p.m. and is believed to have stopped for food before driving towards Hoover on I-459. Now, Lieutenant Lowe says Carlee called 911 when she noticed a child walking on the side of the interstate and stopped to check things out. Hoover PD is unaware of how that 911 call was disconnected. However, we do know Carlee also called a family member around that same time. That family member tells us that she did hear screaming, but when Hoover PD arrived on the scene, all they found was Carlee's vehicle, her cell phone, and a few of her other belongings.
A single witness has reported possibly seeing a gray vehicle with a light-complected male standing outside of Carlee's vehicle, but we have no further information on that individual or the vehicle at this time.
Now, the Hoover Police Department, along with Carlee's family, is asking for the public's help. Just a reminder, Carlee is wearing all black with white tennis shoes, and I will, of course, continue to keep you updated as more information is available with this story. Reporting live from Hoover, Anjanae Robinson, WBRC, Fox 6 News, on your side.
Okay. Thank you, Kizzy. So that was the latest from that. Now let's listen to the press conference. We're trying to get up to date on what's been going on with this case. That's not the one. That's the one I just stopped. We're going to get up to date. Hold on, y'all. Let me find it. Let me find it. Here it is. Here it is. Here's the press conference that they had. Let's check it out.
Ready? Good afternoon. My name is Captain Keith Sescaliba. I'm with the Hoover Police Department. With me today is Lieutenant Daniel Lowe with the Hoover Police Department. He's the Investigations Division Commander and one of our public information officers. He's going to be reading for you guys a update in the case that we sent out earlier this morning. After this is over with, we'll email you guys a copy of his remarks so that everybody has that. After he's done reading the statement, there will be a brief time for some questions and answers. And with that, I will turn it over to Lieutenant Lowe.
Good afternoon. Thank you all for helping us get this story out today. I want to relay some of the facts as we know them so far and a few additional details that we've been able to uncover in this case. On July the 13th, at approximately 9:34 p.m., the Hoover 911 Center received a call from a 25-year-old female on I-459 southbound near mile marker 11. She reported that she saw a toddler walking on the side of the interstate. After calling 911, the caller stopped to check on the child and also called a family member to report the same details. The family member lost contact with the caller, but the line remained open. Police officers who were already en route to the location of the initial 911 call located the female's vehicle as well as some of her belongings at the scene. They were unable to find her or a child in the area, and Hoover police have not received any additional calls of someone missing a small child. Detectives are currently investigating these incidents and are requesting the public's assistance to help locate Carlether Carlee Russell. She's described as a 25-year-old black female who is 5'4", 150 to 160 pounds. She was last seen wearing a black shirt, black pants, and white Nike tennis shoes. Carlee got off work last night around 8:20 p.m. from a business at the Summit in Birmingham. She's also believed to have stopped to pick up food from a business at the Colonnade before driving towards Hoover on I-459, where she stopped near mile marker 11. That location is between the Galleria flyover and exit 10 for Highway 150. A single witness has reported possibly seeing a gray vehicle with a light-complected male standing outside of Carlee's vehicle, but we have no further information on that individual or the vehicle at this time. No piece of information is too small in this investigation. If you have any information, please contact Detective Brad Fountain at 205-444-7562 or Sergeant Drew Mims at 205-739-7274. You can also call Crime Stoppers of Metro Alabama at 205-254-7777 if you wish to remain anonymous. An anonymous donor has offered $20,000 for the safe return of Carlee Russell, in addition to $5,000 offered by Crime Stoppers. Again, you can call Crime Stoppers if you wish to remain anonymous, or you can call either of the investigators whose numbers I provided. The Hoover Police Department is currently partnering with many of our local, state, and federal partners in this investigation, and we're very grateful for the outpouring of support from our local community as well as the law enforcement community. We will continue to provide periodic updates as we have them, and we'll utilize our Twitter account at Hoover PD to release any pertinent information to the public. We would also ask the community to keep the Russell family in your thoughts and prayers during this very difficult time. At this time, I'll take a few of your questions.
Do you believe that she was taken by someone perhaps when she pulled her car off?
We currently are investigating every possibility in this case. We're certainly leaving nothing off the table.
Is her car door left open?
I don't know the answer to that.
And is there any mentality that this child might have been bait, or if there ever was a child? You said there's no missing persons cases for children.
Again, with all of those details, we're leaving nothing off the table and no stone unturned in investigating some of these facts.
Are you all getting a great deal of tips? There's a great deal of public awareness. I know folks are handing out flyers. Are you hearing from the public on this?
Yes, we are. We've received a lot of tips, and as each of them comes in, we're assigning investigators to investigate those and see where that information leads.
You may have said this already, but what are any other agencies assisting you? If so, what are they?
Yes, we've partnered with numerous local agencies, too many to name, as well as federal and state partners. Pretty much everybody that we have a great relationship with in law enforcement is involved in this investigation.
Have you had any sightings of Carlee Russell?
We don't know. Again, when we get a tip, we investigate that and follow up to the best of our ability.
And I know the families organized their own search. Are the police doing any organized searches?
Yes, we have a myriad of resources. Everything we have at the Hoover Police Department, in addition to those partners, is involved in this investigation right now. As you said, the family is doing some searches as well, and we're maintaining very close contact with them in that process.
Do we know if Carlee had hung up, or did the dispatcher know when you guys had got that initial call?
Carlee was actually on the phone with a family member when the call was terminated. However, the phone line remained open, and we followed up from there.
But she had called 911, correct?
Yes.
So how did that 911 call in?
I'm not sure.
Is there a way we could get the 911 call?
I don't have that at this time to provide to you.
Family members said that they heard her scream before the line was left open. Have you guys heard that in your investigation so far?
The family has relayed everything that they are aware of to us, and again, we're following up with any information that we're provided.
The family asked if it was possible to put out an Ashanti alert, I believe. Is that something that could have been done when you guys got the notification that she went missing?
So alerts of that nature are handled by Aaliyah, and we've provided all the facts of the case as we currently know them to them for them to review the case. And if they deem that to be appropriate, they will issue an alert.
Can you tell us who people should contact over the weekend as the search kind of continues?
Yes, I'll repeat the same numbers. The two gentlemen to my right are Detective Brad Fountain and Sergeant Drew Mims. They're with our Crimes Against Persons unit. Detective Fountain's number is 205-444-7562. Sergeant Mims is 205-739-7274. And again, Crime Stoppers of Metro Alabama is 205-254-7777. And you can call any of those numbers. They have people that either get messages or can return calls very quickly.
When
police were at the scene on Thursday night. Was her car running and was her phone located there at that location?
We did locate her cell phone at the scene. We're currently analyzing that phone to see if there's any information on there that could help us. As far as the condition of the vehicle, I'm not aware.
Have you ever had a stranger abduction in prison?
I would have to check our records for that.
How common are they?
Again, each case is unique, and this case is certainly a unique instance in our city, and we're doing everything we can to solve it.
Is there a staging area that you guys would be staging for searching or anything like that?
The police department is handling all of our resources internally, and if we need additional resources, we'll reach out to our partner agencies.
Does the missing woman have any mental illness history or any physical conditions that people should be aware about?
I can't speak to that right now.
Last question.
Interstate cameras matches some of the descriptions of a car. Has that matched in the area down below?
We're currently reviewing any resources like that we have available to determine if there's any usable evidence from that.
All right, thank you, guys. Appreciate y'all.
Thank you.
All right. And that was the end of that one. You know, they asked, did she have any history of mental illness? You know what? She had just got off work. She was trying to do a good thing, in my opinion. She saw a child. She screamed. I mean, my thing is, okay, if this was like a setup, someone put a child out there, how do they know who was going to stop? I mean, hey, boss man. I mean, was somebody following her? I mean, because if they were just trying to catch anybody, what if it would have been a man? I mean, who? It's just weird. You know what I'm trying to say? It's like, how do they know these people, whoever it was, somebody said they saw a man in that area. How do they know who was going to stop and take the bait to, you know, try and save the child? You know, what if it was a group of men or a group of people that stopped instead of just one female? So was she targeted directly? That, I mean, you just never know. Boy, you want to help people, but this makes you not want to stop and help assist anybody. I'm serious. Let me see here. There was something else. I went to their Twitter account. So this is Hoover's Twitter account. I don't know. Can you all see this? Let me see. Can I make it a little bit bigger? So there it is. Oops. Hold up. That's the picture we saw. That's their press release right there. This is from the Hoovers. It says update on missing person Carlee Russell. There you go. It tells you everything. 7:13, approximately 9:34 p.m. They received a call from the 25-year-old. They received a call from a 25-year-old. So that 911 call will be released soon. I can't wait to get it. You know it's going to be released, and they'll probably put it on their Twitter site. Okay, this is the Carlee Russell, Carlethia Carlee Russell update. 25-year-old female on I-459 South near marker 11. She says she saw a toddler walking on the side of the road of the interstate. And after calling 911, the caller stopped to check on the child and called a family member to report the same details. The family member lost contact with her, but the line remained open. Officers who were already en route to the location of the initial 911 call located the female's vehicle and some of her belongings nearby, but were unable to find her or a child in the area. However, police have not received any calls of someone missing a small child. Wow, detectives are currently investigating the incident and are requesting the public's assistance to help locate Carlethia Carlee Nicole Russell, a 25-year-old Black female. They say she picked up food from the Colonnade before traveling toward Hoover, where she stopped near that mile marker. Between the Galleria flyover and exit 10 for Highway 150. A single witness reported possibly seeing a gray vehicle with a light-complected male standing outside of Carlee's vehicle. I wonder, did she know any? No, I'm sure family members are answering that. We have no further information about this individual or vehicle at this time. No piece of information is too small in this investigation, they say. If you have any information, please contact them. Okay? And that's all of the information he just gave, but this is what's on their Twitter site. 25 years old, y'all. That's her. This is so sad. You just never know. You know, you just never know. You never know. You never know. But if you guys have anything else on this, you know, please feel free to send it to me. It looks like that's the most up-to-date information right there. So now we're going to go into our favorite. We're going to check and see what Attorney Ben Crump got going on his side. He might have something, you know. I don't know. You know, Ben, he's into a little bit of everything. Alice, how you doing? Boss man, welcome everybody. Shout out to all the members in the building today. Shout out to all my members. I appreciate y'all. Yes, I do. Thank y'all so much. Miss Jackie, Kizzy, everybody. Thank y'all. Miss Lorraine. Y'all know I appreciate it. Okay, what Ben Crump got going on his site? Vimno receipts. What does this say? Several lawyers who have had businesses before the Supreme Court, including one who successfully argued to end race-conscious admissions at universities, paid money to a top aide to Justice Clarence Thomas. So they're buying and selling the justices of the United States of America. The Supreme Court justices are for sale, aka Clarence Thomas. Wow. Ben Crump says, more corruption. Lawyers with Supreme Court business paid Clarence Thomas aid via Venmo. That's what you would call a bribe. Somebody say he needs to be taken off the Supreme Court and disbarred. I can't stand that man. Somebody say, man, this ain't effing right. They can't keep getting away with shiggity, doing whatever they please without consequences.
At all?
Yes.
A check from the United States Treasury, and it's not a small one.
$24,158.14.
More than $24,000. Getting that piece of paper was supposed to be the hard part. Bringing it to the bank should be a cinch, right?
We should have had the police there to assist us with what was happening.
The details of this puzzling transaction lie in this federal lawsuit claiming discrimination and other wrongdoing by Bank of America. Charlotte Warren says she brought the check to this Naperville bank branch on April 17th. She went back the next day with her daughter to check on the availability of the money and got odd responses.
Went over to the teller. She said, no, you don't have an account. There's not much to figure out. It's a government check. It's easy to verify. Her funds should be available right now. Well, it's nothing we can do. It has to be something you can do.
The Warrens left the bank without the check, without the money, and without answers about if or when they would get the cash. Just talking about it makes Charlotte emotional.
I have nothing after fighting for it all this time. Now I don't have anything, and it's like y'all can just take it and you're okay with it.
Remember, it's Charlotte's disabilities, which include severe asthma, that led to this large check. And listen to what they say a bank manager told them about a possible reason for the hold on the check.
Biggest one that got me was like, yeah, because sometimes they have drug deals. I say, oh, or criminal activity linked to the check.
Making matters worse, Bank of America closed her account just days after opening it. Days, weeks, and more than a month passed. The Warrens still remained in the dark. Where's the check? Where's the money? Why won't Bank of America return it? That's when they got an attorney.
What is the basis for this lawsuit?
Charlotte's legal team, including Gail Eisenberg, tried to negotiate with Bank of America. But when the financial giant ignored them, they sued.
We certainly believe that it was intentional discrimination. This is a U.S. Treasury check. So the circumstances under which a hold would have been appropriate are, confounding.
So frustrating to be Black in America and not to just be able to do simple things.
And Charlotte was put through the ringer in trying to simply get what was owed to her. she should not have to file a federal lawsuit just to get the money that she's owed.
For a woman already on disability, where added stress can fuel her asthma, these last 7 weeks have been a nightmare.
I felt like I did something wrong. They made me feel like I was in the wrong. They made me feel like what they said in the office. And it's not right.
Can we see it? Finally, Charlotte got her money back.
And I don't want people to just bow down to intimidation.
But it took 50 days, a federal lawsuit, and CBS 2 inquiries.
I feel good right now. I feel real good.
So checks from the U.S. Treasury are usually available the next day, but federal rules suggest a hold is possible for up to 9 days. The bank maintains its actions were, quote, consistent with regulatory funds availability requirements, but we could not find, and Bank of America could not provide, any rules that allow a bank to hold a check for 50 days. Bank of America tells us it regrets the amount of time it took Charlotte to get her money back. Analytics flagged her account, and a spokesperson says those systems are in place to fight fraud.
So this is the check that started.
Okay, I cannot believe her disability check. She probably filed for disability and then finally got approved. And people would get lump sums. Bank of America, I used to bank with y'all. I'm glad I'm with Regions. I just can't believe this. She should be able to sue them and get a lot more money. They totally discriminate. How you just gonna take somebody's check? If you don't want to cash it, give me my money back. She probably had bills to pay. I just can't believe that Clarence Thomas said good manners will open doors that the best education cannot. Child, Clarence Thomas is ignorant. Jackie Foley, it's always something with Bank of America. I had not heard of this story. So what Ben Crump say? He says Charlotte Warren attempted to deposit her $24,000 check from the U.S. Treasury at Bank of America, but they wrongly held it for 50 days and closed her account. It took the Illinois woman filing a federal discrimination lawsuit before Bank of America would release the check. Who does that? She said, I hope they have to pay her for discrimination and pain and suffering. They should. Some attorney should be able to get her some money. 10 times that $24,000. That's weird. What does this say?
It's been hard to find. There's a teacher in Cobb County, Georgia that's facing being fired because she read My Shadow is Purple by Scott Stewart. I'm going to read you little excerpts about it. It begins, my dad has a shadow that's blue as a berry. My mom's is as pink as a blossoming cherry. There's only those choices, a 2 or a 1, but mine is quite different. It's both and it's none. If there's a straight, then mine is a circle, for my shadow's different. My shadow is purple. And it tells a story of a child that likes to play with all kinds of different things that don't fit the norms. They like some things that are blue, some things that are pink, and they struggle to really find themselves. And they go to a school dance, and at the dance, the teacher says, I want all the blue shadows over here. I want all the pink shadows over there. Child is mortified and feels left out until another child steps up and says, hey, my shadow's yellow. And the other children start standing up. My shadow's brown. Mine's violet. Mine's red. Mine's orange. Mine's aquamarine. Finally, it says, I look at each shadow. No two are the same. On each happy face, there's no trace of shame. Each different and special and fully unique. No color's stronger. No color's weak. The teacher comes over and we're joined as one. Whatever your color, start dancing. Have fun. Beautiful book. Illustrates the problem in a big way. I encourage you to check it out. Take care. Hey, everybody. I got a book I'm excited about.
Attorney Ben Crump says, why would anyone ban this book? A teacher in Cobb County, Georgia has been notified that her school intends to terminate her after she read her class, My Shadow is Purple by Scott Stewart. It's a beautiful book pointing out that we're not all the same and that we need to be open to people who are different. Apparently, those ideas threaten some people's worldviews. The Georgia situation illustrates the pressure, intimidation, and challenges facing teachers and librarians nationwide. My. Ooh, it's hard out here. DOJ announces investigation into Fulton County Jail after death of inmate. Other reports. The U.S. Department of Justice will investigate the conditions of the Fulton County, Georgia jail where LaShawn Thompson died. We need the DOJ to confirm the jail's clear pattern of negligence. Kids say, seems old Clarence is in a scandal. Yes, he is. It says, where LaShawn Thompson died. We need the DOJ to confirm the jail's clear pattern of negligence and abuse and swiftly work to end its deplorable environment so no other family experiences this devastation. Somebody say Jason Walton was wrongfully convicted over 17 years ago for a murder. Evidence used against him proves he is innocent. Please help our family bring awareness to Jason's case of wrongful conviction by sharing our content to keep his name and case relevant. Ask yourself, how can a man have an alibi that proves he is miles away from a murder and he still get convicted? Jason Walton was miles away at a restaurant when the murder took place. The fact was supported by surveillance footage from the restaurant, cell phone data from a cell tower 1 block away from the restaurant. There was also multiple witnesses who also testified that they not only saw Jason at the restaurant, they were all able to identify themselves in the surveillance footage interacting with Jason. Jason Walton is an innocent man sitting in prison who deserves justice. Wow. People put their stories on being Crump's. If that's all true, this sounds like this person is truly sitting in prison for a crime he didn't commit. See, that's one reason I don't believe in the death penalty, because so many times people are wrongfully convicted. Now, I'm not going to say there's a lot of times when people are convicted fairly, but wow. I hope if that's true that someone will help their family. 3 dead, 14 hurt after Greyhound bus strikes semis in Illinois. A Greyhound passenger bus in Illinois crashed into 3 tractor trailers parked on a highway rest area exit ramp, which is illegal in the state. Sadly, 3 people on the bus were murdered and 14 others were injured. I am sending my prayers to those affected by this preventable tragedy. So looks like the trucks were parked illegally and the Greyhound bus hit them. They were probably sleeping, the drivers.
Of sitting in the cockpit and calling the shots.
What I like about flying is you get to see different things you never seen.
But that dream of a career in aviation is a rare one for Black girls to accomplish, with fewer than 1% of pilots women of color.
It was tough, I won't lie, because there was no one that looked like me. So
now Captain Teresa Claiborne is part of a group of trailblazing Black women pilots hoping to increase those numbers.
We believe if they see it, they can be it.
She was the first Black female pilot in the U.S. Air Force and is president of Sisters of the Skies. She is now a United Airlines pilot.
Why do you think more Black women aren't becoming pilots? It's extremely expensive. I mean, it takes upwards of $100,000 to get your licensing to fly. So if our young ladies are not seeing it, if their parents don't have the funding for it, then it's not going to happen.
Sisters of the Skies provide scholarships, mentorships.
So that's going to give you your up and down.
And interactive events like this one in Colorado.
So here, let me put it on this way.
I liked flying in planes and I really wanted to learn how to. And then I just kept watching videos like Top Gun. And I learned about a lot of things about flying, so I wanted to try it.
I love the planes and I love the electronics. It was really cool because I never met a pilot before ever in my life.
Madeline Starr was part of the program. Now she is paying it forward, a mentor herself and a pilot for United Airlines, just like her mentor, Captain Claiborne.
That was really helpful to know that I wasn't alone. One of the young girls walked up to me and she was like, "You're the first girl pilot I've ever seen." It's something that's going to stick with them.
What's your advice for a Black woman who might watch this, who says, I want to be a pilot, but I'm nervous and scared? Do it. I was nervous. I was scared. They can do it. And we're there to help them do it.
Yami Shalfendor, NBC.
Wow. My. Well, More power to them. I hope they all reach their goals and their dreams and become pilots one day. But baby, if there's any way possible, I won't be flying with y'all. I don't want to fly with nobody. I'm scared of the planes. ACLU suit claims facial recognition led to wrongful prosecution of a black man mistakenly identified. Child, I don't want no. You see that? What's that? Kelsey Perryman alleges he was wrongly detained based on faulty facial recognition software. It's a dark reality that too often black men are the victims of flawed arrests. Minnesota authorities must get to the bottom of this, and those responsible should be fully accountable. Northwestern University student newspaper cites former players alleging pattern of racism. 3 ex-Northwestern University football players allege the program supported a culture of racial hazing. Under no circumstances is this appropriate. Northwestern rightly fired its coach, but must look further into the allegations to make sure no player is made to feel like this again. Northwestern, oh my. Detroit area officer with federal civil rights crime, though charged with federal civil rights after punching a black man. Okay, we read this one the other day. The since fired booking officer seen slamming 19-year-old black man to the ground in a Detroit jail last month is now facing federal civil rights felony charges. Officers must treat those booked with respect and dignity. Let's hold these men and women to a higher standard. Link is in the bio. Suit against social media companies, including, okay, yeah, we read this. So that's pretty much it on Ben Crump's website there. Well, not website, y'all know what I'm talking about. His Instagram. I want to play this. I don't know if you guys looked at the video link I posted the other day. Let me go to my community tab here real quick. We're going to continue to fight for justice for Carlether now. Yes, we are. So let me do this real quick. Well, my. It's messing up. And y'all can't see it, can you? Hold on. All right, y'all, I'm trying to find, and it's not coming up. Wait a minute. Let me try this again. You know what? I tell you the truth. It's always something. So give me a minute. Give me a minute. Okay. We're going to play this video just to, you know, we fight. Hey, justice for Carlether Foley. Got a lot of things going on, so we're gonna let you guys, in case some of you may not have seen this when I first played it back in the day.
Back here in Southeast Texas, staying with his grandmother after finding his mother shot to death. That mother's neighbor is now under arrest. Her loved ones overwhelmed with pain. Carlether Foley made her family laugh. She dreamed big, moving from Houston to Atlanta several years ago, working to build an acting career.
I've never experienced the hurt and the pain that I'm feeling. Hey, no.
Inside Jacqueline Foley's North Houston home, you could feel the tremendous loss. A grandmother held her grandson close, trying to ease the heartbreak.
You had no right to take my baby from me. You had no business to take her life away from her child. He's 17 years old. This is his last year at school. You have hurt my family. You have took my baby.
I don't get it. I don't understand. A soul, you know, don't bother nobody. My mama didn't do nothing. It's like it was destined to happen. My mama died in her bed.
Gwinnett County Police call Foley's killing senseless. They arrested her neighbor, 22-year-old Maxwell Williamson, on involuntary manslaughter and reckless conduct charges. A bullet hit Foley in the head as she slept in bed inside her Duluth, Georgia apartment.
The story was that he basically was cleaning his gun. He was sitting in his bed cleaning his gun, and the gun went off. He thought he emptied the chamber.
Maxwell stated that he was cleaning his firearm and had an accidental discharge that went through the wall into his neighbor's apartment.
This afternoon, the 36-year-old's loved ones say they're working to raise money to bring Foley's body back to Houston for a funeral.
It don't feel real. I found my mama by myself. I was gone all day. My mama had already been gone. I didn't know nothing.
I'll tell you what, your heart goes out to that young man and his entire family. Relatives have set up a GoFundMe to help with the expenses of bringing this woman's body back here to Houston for a funeral. And we will post that information inside abc13.com.
So again, justice for Carlether Foley. Don't ever forget. You guys, please email Patsy Gaston. She's running for re-election as the DA of Gwinnett County. She has power to urge the judge to go ahead and set a court date. You know, this man needs to be put on trial. He was negligent, if nothing else. He was negligent. As a gun owner, he should not have done that. And that's just my opinion, and I will not yield on it. Thank you guys for participating and sitting in here with me as we talked about social justice today. I appreciate it. We're over an hour now. You guys have a wonderful evening, and I'll talk to y'all on the other side. Y'all have a rest of the good Saturday evening, okay?